So Emil is currently spending some time, I think, with Winifred to do some training, learn a little more of his options, which I think by the time we do the crossover, because we'll be traveling like towards the end, likely. I mean, we'll see, halfway or towards the end of this session is when everyone else will probably be starting to head over. So by the time we're done with the crossover and we come back, we'll do everything offline, so we'll know like where you want to stand and everything. Okay. Let me check soon. Chat's full. Oh. What am I supposed to do? Oh, someone else has it? Is that, sorry, let me read through it again. Ooh.
Am I still the dice champion?
Yeah, you absolutely are.
Nice.
High 80.
Oh, that's right.
Except,
the mug.
Mugs.
Cheers, Stormfalls and Mad Birds. Cheers, Melissa. Yay. Ching.
I already need to get another cup of coffee.
Speaking of which.
Okay. Oh, hi, Cam. Yay. Oh my gosh, it's actually toastier. It's like 80 something today. Not so much now, but it's still toasty in the house. Anyway, everyone's all doing their business. We have who was I talking about again? Oh, right, Emil. And then Mort. I think Mort and Felix are in a pizza war. Mort took some time to process a few things for himself, and then check out the house, make some pizza, and just really settle in. Devanya, taking some time, discovered an invisible slide in the back, out past the mage circle down to the lake below, which is kind of fun. Let's see. Galathor, I feel like I didn't push or do too much with. I think he's been there and sort of been settling in a bit, getting, accustomed to the keep. Kaylin, Kaylin. So you were working on something in the what room is it there? The room with all the tools, the alchemist lab, basically, right?
Yeah, I think the last thing technically Kaylin did was deal with rain, and then she covered up. She put like a box over the the trapdoor for right now. Okay. A crate.
Right.
Since Mort's rock didn't last more than a minute.
Oh, that's right. It was so good, and then poof. No.
So technically, that was the last thing that she was doing in the house right now.
Right, and you had found Rain after her excursion down to the mirror room, her ghostly excursion, and she raced up and was like, "No, nothing was going on," and you totally saw through it with your insight check.
Yeah.
Nice. Devanya, what were you up to this last? I remember you being out back with that. Was there anything beyond, exploring the back area there? I don't think so.
He wants to eat like this cappuccino powder by the spoonful.
No.
Nice.
No.
It's not Hershey's.
Is it worth the 15 minutes of Piper to have the 3 hours of sleep? Yeah.
I do not want to have to make a trip to the ER or anything. Anyway.
Right.
Devanya was talking to Emil, and she gave him the Star Sapphire.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that was such a great moment. Okay, right. And then we have Aeronwen that insisted on seeing Councilperson Shuffletrot and getting through the portal to go back to speak to the king in Iverness there. Only to find that whatever civil unrest Councilperson Shuffletrot was talking about and how they're not really letting people in. There are some emissaries they're sending out, but they're sort of being there's a lot of pushback currently because of whatever's going on at Iverness. She was allowed in based on, her having been there before and connections, but then kind of shuffled off to an administrative office where, the perpetual waiting room, where they ultimately gave her a sort of craptastic room to sleep in for the night. Right there
purgatory.
Yeah. I mean, not super craptastic because Iverness is full of beautiful buildings and stuff, but, it's clearly not really meant for frequent use. And then Aeronwen was awoken in the middle of the night to a winged figure that leaned into the moonlight at one point and spoke, where she then recognized the face and the voice as Emrysina. And that's where we ended last night's session. So I think, if it's all right with the two of you, I'll bump you right in with Aeronwen and Emrysina in the city of Iverness, the Tildari city.
And I had turned on my dancing lights, so those are up in the room.
What are you doing here?
I just wanted to come see the king. He said he would talk to me.
This isn't the best time. You shouldn't even be here. The king and queen are out.
Oh, why? What's going on?
Let's just say word got out of who I really am, and a lot of things are going on, and it's not safe for you to be here.
Who you really are? She's just gonna kind of like sit up and this is a story she hasn't heard before. So she's like sit cross-legged on the bed, just kind of like looking and watching, totally awake because jet lag is a thing.
She's gonna laugh a little bit and then remembers that, oh yeah. So, a long time ago, my parents were, I'm royalty. And my parents had to run away from this place a long time ago. And yeah, that's why I used see what I mean? It's crazy out there right now. But
yeah,
I mean, I've had to use a fake name and everything since I've been here, and right now things are not going so well. Well, it depends on who you talk to, but God, why would you choose now to come back?
Well, we just got back from our everything else that's been going on.
How's everybody doing? Is everybody okay?
Well, we're all alive.
Okay, thank God.
Everyone's alive. Do you need a hug?
Yeah.
I'll give her a hug. Just hold her.
I'm gonna be stiff as a board for like 5 seconds and be like, okay.
just. Do you want me to? Is there anything I can do to help?
Honestly, I really don't know. If they knew that you were here, I would be deathly afraid that they would take you in and question you and all sorts of things, and I do not want that to happen. I mean, I would rather you leave for your own safety, but if you choose to stay, that's on you, but I can help protect you.
Well, thank you. What would they even question me about? I just want to talk to the king about these things. Because he said he would talk to me.
I know that he said he would. I'm worried that if everybody came back and they questioned everybody, I'm just trying to save your life. And they would probably ask about how much you know of me, and especially Kaylin and Emil. And I'm so glad to see you. I know we haven't known each other long, but I'm so glad that everybody's okay and you're alive. I'm just worried about you being here.
Well, if it's not safe for you here, then come back to the keep with us.
I'm sorry, what? This has been such a long day.
I believe it. If it's not safe for you here, then just come back to the keep with us.
I can't leave my people. I can't leave them here without anybody.
What's going on? Are they like attacking the king and queen, or is it a war zone in the city?
Council people are like arresting people, and the underground movement has started, and I'm in the attempts of taking my rightful place, hopefully. I just have to do one thing, and it's with my brother, and I don't know if it'll end well or not, because it only has to be one of us, and it's not something that you should see.
What?
At all. I don't know what's gonna happen, what the outcome will be, but it's in the morning, and like one of us will survive.
What do you have to do?
David, seriously. We're playing video games. Have you ever played Soul Calibur? It's like when two people fight. No, I'm just kidding. Basically, only one person can have the throne, and they're making us fight for it. And I really, really don't want to, but I don't know what else to do. I don't know Aeronwen. I don't know what's gonna happen, and I'm scared. But also, I can't leave these people behind.
I'll pull her back into a hug.
I know how my brother is, and he's a freaking God. He's so arrogant, and I love him so much. But I don't know if I could leave my people in his hands.
Who's making you fight? Like, if you're the leader of this underground movement, then they should be all behind you. Why do you have to fight? Can't you be co-rulers even?
He's not. I don't know if he'd be willing to talk about it. I don't know. Then, I never really thought about that. I'll talk to him.
Do you want me to come with you? I'll come with you. I'm not doing anything else.
Aeronwen,
Let me be with you. I can see how scared you are. It'd be easier to handle this with a friend by your side, right?
Yeah. But you chose to stay here, okay? And I will protect you as best as I can. Just for now, the streets are not very safe. And if you're gonna be here, you need to be by my side.
I can do that.
Okay.
And I'll protect you too.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I need some ale.
I don't have any, but I have some water.
Oh, thank you. That sounds great.
There you go. Hands over.
Oh, by the way, well, this won't be M's tattoo, but she's gonna pull out her left arm, and in the forearm, like in this placement, is the tattoo for the underground people that she's. And I don't remember what it looks like because, like, I didn't go back in my notes, but we'll just wing it tonight. Yeah. So this happened. hurt.
I bet.
But it's really cool, though.
It is really cool.
Yeah, so, do you mind if I'll just sleep on the floor next to your bed. Is that okay?
I
I just want to make sure that nobody's coming in.
I mean, yeah, if you really want to,
Okay.
go ahead.
She's literally just almost gonna like face plant.
I'll just do some like the pillows and like a couple of extra blankets and like fold them up
like face plant the floor.
under the pillow and like put a blanket over her and just kind of sit there and go.
Pass out.
Awesome.
And she'll just kind of go. I didn't get a message tone from Kaylin, did I? I'm trying to remember if I did.
I don't recall one.
Nope. Okay.
All right.
And I'm gonna lay awake for a while, just kind of repeatedly casting message, trying to reach somebody, even though I know it's not gonna work. I'm gonna still try to scream into the ether.
You can actually roll a percentile die if you would.
Well, no, because message is the cantrip. Sending is the big spell.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I'm just kind of cantripping, just like help.
Nice. Okay. So you spend some time after she lays down to do that, and we'll let the night continue on over there. Meanwhile, across the world, where it's morning time, afternoon, right? Because it's late night. So, late morning. Midday. We'll go with midday. Everyone else is back here at the keep. And let's see. I know some folks had a few things to do. I think... let me just see what time it is and how I want to go about organizing this. All right, 10:30. All right, I would say that on this particular day, you actually get a visit. And I know everyone has some things to do, but I'm going to plug this in. It's a visit from Sterling Sam. She has found her way out to the keep. She's come to pick up Nala and share some news. So she'll... I don't know. Is there anyone in particular that they thinks during midday they'd see her first or be in the keep to greet her?
I would assume Kaylin would be upstairs, probably looking at stuff.
Okay.
Shield's probably in the temple room, but it's right next to the front door, so maybe he wins. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I think she's. When she doesn't have to be quiet, she's not very quiet. So she'll knock. Hello? That's me. And,
Sam, is that you?
Aye. Emil.
Speak the secret word and I'll let you in.
Secret word.
And then I open the door.
Nice. She's actually going to pull out of her satchel. She has some confectionery goods that she picked up in Zambora. Oh, this is for you. And, right, the kitchen was,
let's go.
Oh, right. And she heads through and sets them down. The cities, I haven't been here in a while. And it has some amazing foods there. Wow, they've changed quite a bit.
There's a great hat store there too.
Is that so? I'm always in need of, hats and disguises and such. So
they're fun.
Oh, right. And as she commonly does, she jots that down in her notebook.
I suppose you've come to steal Nala away from us, have you?
I have. I've brought some important news. I don't know if it's good, but important as well. In fair trade, right?
So you come with bad tidings and you take good tidings away from us.
Aye,
Well,
aye.
fair enough. We suppose we owe you that much at least.
But I brought the cake, right?
True.
Well, if I'll wait, I'll just get started on some of this. If you don't mind rounding everyone up, or I don't know if you have any servants here yet, but that's probably best to tell everyone at once.
Emil will probably just minor illusion and yell really loud with it. Hey, everybody, Sterling Sam's here, and just see what happens.
Nice.
I have no idea if it's going to work, but
Okay.
Weird.
the heck?
Yeah.
Does anybody not want to show up for that? Blueberry will show up. I imagine Calathor will show up.
Yeah, I'll show up. Mort will show up.
Okay. Actually, let me just send a message here. Make sure.
I'm gonna slowly walk down the stairs. Kind of poke my head out. Who?
Yeah, Kayla will come down.
Okay. Sorry, sending a message. Oh my gosh.
How dare you?
This is a message for you, Ed. I'm going to send it on Facebook. Just to give you
Ed, are you talking to Ed now? Ed had a deck out.
Oh, he did. Okay, I thought he was...
he's going to try to come back at break.
He's going to try and come back. Oh, man. All right,
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
He has a little bit of headache.
If that's the case, I'm gonna totally mess everything up and put a pin in
Wow.
Sterling Sam. I thought that he was gonna have to leave
No.
and was gonna try and push through until then. I'm like, okay, let me get her there. Okay, so that'll be later on in the downtime. Then we'll get back to that. We'll revisit.
So Sam's
that.
not here?
Sam's not here. Nope, it's a different day altogether.
Sam
So
Sam is
sorry.
always
Wow,
here.
was that a dream? Did we like all dream the same thing in the keep? What is this
Yeah.
illusion?
That black mold, I'll tell you, what.
lied to us. Liar. Okay, so I need to cross that out.
Sorry. So it will happen. It's just going to be on a day later in the week, basically after break once Ed's back, because I don't want him to miss an opportunity.
Of course.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. So we have, in that case, I know Kaylin has a lot of things. I remember Kaylin's list. So if would you like to? I know you had the seed, but maybe we can do that in a hot minute. Look at my nose.
I would probably say that even if we don't get it done this time, Kayla would want to probably wait until at least Aeronwen's back as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see how it's gonna work. So on the
So
meta side of
dirty.
things, yeah.
There's so many things.
Nice. I'm looking to have everyone start moving along towards crossover for pacing about like halfway through tonight's session, maybe 2/3.
That's fine. But I would say that she probably wouldn't do it unless Aaron was there. So
Okay.
even if she has to hold on to the seed and do it some other time,
Okay.
she'd probably wait.
Neat. Okay. Cool. All right. In that case, I think you had some crafting goodies you might want to.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
So Kaylin can start on that. I'm guessing the better anvil and stuff would be out in the. Oh no, she's not there. I'm getting my places mixed up. Tag nabbit. Okay, so
Aelin
she'll
has
be
so many keeps.
she'll be up in the in the tinkering alchemy lab,
Okay.
and
we put up the
she's
map.
going to get out, search through her bag and find her the piece of metal that Brewer gave her.
Oh. Okay.
At one point, this was like a while ago,
Mm.
and she's going to try to craft it into a ring. Now, before she starts crafting, she may also get the. Did you do that with her? Yeah, she should stow that with her. The crown, Dan, that I messaged you about.
Yes.
She might try. Now, I'm pretty sure you said that had jewels in it or something, or stones.
I don't remember, so we'll say yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what they were, but she's going to try to take one of those out.
Okay. I think that's manageable. Yep, because it wouldn't have
Okay.
anything preventing that. So.
Okay.
It can be whatever type of stone you wish it to be.
Okay, I will think of that in a bit, and we'll write that down and let you know. But she will get one of those stones out and then start crafting the ring because she wants to put that stone inside the ring.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's take a peek. As far as this part goes, actually, this is pretty easy. This is fairly
One second,
mundane.
my cat
for
wants
Caitlin.
in. Give me 1 second.
Oh, yep. That didn't happen today. That happened. No, just kidding. Again.
You said it's afternoon at the cube, right?
It's
Yes.
raining, and he gets scared if it's raining. So.
Okay. How long would
Um,
it take to get to Zambora? Well, because Devanya wants some wood.
Yeah. I mean, you could have left in the
Not that
morning
type of
too.
wood.
It's like a. Oh, right. You can fly. Oh, no, you can't. That's Emrysina. Ugh, jeez.
No,
Dan.
no. Bane and bat wings.
Oh, okay. Right.
She got bat wings.
Nice. So that so instead of the 4.5 hours it usually takes by foot, you can probably get it done in like 3.5 hours with flight. To be a bit
More.
faster.
Lord,
Yes.
would you like to go to town with me and help me pick out the wood for those figures that you were wanting me to carve?
Yes, I had a couple things I wanted to check in at the college in Sambor anyway, so we could take the carpet if you want.
I'll fly next to you.
Okay.
Test out these wings.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, nice. All right, so the two of you in the morning head out there. So by around the same time, you'd be arriving in Zambora. Kaylin, as far as the ring itself, this is all sort of child's play for Kaylin at this point, given your crafting XP, the ranks you have, and artificing and tinkering. So if you could just roll, just to craft the basics, get the jewel out, craft that metal into a ring and place the jewel in it. You know what? I'm just going to say, so you can do this. It's pretty straightforward. It would be even easier if you knew someone that, was a jeweler or a silversmith, just to put that out there. Since you may know someone in the party that meets those.
Do I?
Yeah, oh yeah, Emil, yep.
Okay, I had no idea that he was a jeweler.
I think he made
or
you that
whatever.
little warforge, remember?
Yeah.
That falls
Out of silver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It falls under, yeah.
Got it. Okay, so that would increase my chances to have him helping me.
Yes, and it would reduce the time and cost, which there's really hardly any cost in this anyway.
Okay, so we'll say that Caitlin starts and then kind of figures out that this is a little more, just a little bit above her. It's very intricate and very small, and her fingers just kind of get in the way. So she will be like, and head downstairs looking for Emil.
Emil's in his usual spot.
In the temple room?
Yep.
Okay. She will stand in the doorway. What is Emil doing? Is he praying?
If you mean rolling dice, yes.
Is he rolling dice?
Yes, absolutely.
She will clear her throat in the doorway.
Emil will, without looking up, say, "Hey, Kaylin, what's up?"
Hey, I have a favor to ask of you.
Sure, what's on your mind?
If I remember correctly, well, I mean, I do remember it. You made the little warforge, so I think that you're good with crafting metal into small things. I'm trying to make a ring to attune a spell to. Would you be able to help me with that? Or am I interrupting anything?
No, not in particular. I've made some rings in my time. When I was an apprentice. Yeah, I can help you with that, sure. I'm no expert, but sure.
You're probably better than I am. Just seems to kind of. I'm all. Yeah, this doesn't. What did we lose?
Emma,
She turned her camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to come up to the tinkering lab?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Curious as
so-
to how much the lab can do, because I've been thinking of some crafts of my own. So yeah. let's go.
Works out. And she will lead Emil up to the lab, and try to do the ring.
Okay.
So
One ring to rule them all.
I will show him the metal that I'm using, and that I want to put the jewel, on, in the ring. Yeah.
Okay. Emil, this is definitely something that you can work with. While the metal's a little unique, you can tell from looking at it that you'll be able to work with it pretty smoothly. So what this will do is it's going to be a roll for Kaylin, which will probably be mostly a dexterity check because you already understand how to do it between the two of you. It's about being able to. Now, because Emil is helping, you'll have advantage. Actually, either of you can craft this, so it's up to you who rolls with the dex. In case you want Emil to make it, and then Emil would have advantage. And what else? This is actually Emil. You see up here a set of mastercraft tools for alchemy, tinkering, which falls under which covers a lot of the jewelry stuff, not everything, but a lot of it, and artificing. So, what does that mean? Well, let's zip back up here. The Mastercraft tools means that whoever does it will actually have expertise in their role. So instead of just adding your proficiency modifier to your dex roll, you would double your proficiency modifier when you roll. So up to you two who wants to do the actual roll.
Which is a plus 10 for us at this level.
Nice.
I have a feeling that Kaylin is probably having, asking for his help, would probably want to do what she can herself.
Okay.
So what do I have to roll, Dan? Is that tinkering? That's something different.
No, you could do tinkering, but again, you'd have advantage and you would double your proficiency. So
is this dexterity or intelligence?
This would be dexterity based one. Mm-hmm.
Got it.
But just add your proficiency modifier a second time to it.
Strictly in terms of roleplay, I would imagine Kaylin does most of it, and then the setting of the gem might be kind of the fine work that she asked for help with. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Beth
Sounds
in
good.
about 2 minutes, Dan.
Oh, nice. Okay. And you know what? I'm not going to fix the nameplates then. I'm just going to wait.
The daylight savings time threw her off.
Oh, right.
That is a 34.
All right. So there are because you're rank 3 in this. There's actually an interesting thing that goes down when you do this because you have such skill and heart you put into it. Can you please roll a percentile die?
Sure can, boss. 56.
Okay. That means that I get to roll a percentile die now. Where am I? Oh, there it is. Whose is this? That's not even my die. It's one of the kids. Jeez. Get it out of my bag. I'm just gonna...
Does that have peanut butter on it?
Okay. So this is under your rank 3 if you have that doc.
Okay.
All right, so meta,
somewhere
because
it's
I
pulled
know
up.
everyone can handle meta. I'll just share that once you hit rank 3 in the crafting thing, you don't have to sweat the small stuff anymore. So you can pour your heart and soul into crafting, and there's a 10% chance to be rolled by the player, to see where they may actually create a magical item just from pouring their heart and soul into it. It's an effect added by the DM. However, if there's also a chance where if they don't meet that, then the DM rolls, and then there's a 5% chance it gets a curse. Whee!
Okay. Cool beans.
So, it is gorgeous. Oh my god, 34? This thing's beautiful. Between the two of you, this is probably one of the best looking rings you've ever seen. The detail that the two of you were able to put in, the you pop just the right jewel out, and it's cut to perfection and placed. It's a thing of beauty.
Kaylin, this is nicer than anything I've ever stolen in my life.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment.
It wasn't yeah, of course.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you for helping. You really helped with the gym placement. It looks good.
Glad I could help.
Awesome. So do I know, Dan, what the percentile did? Great.
You would know it. Well, yeah, I guess you wouldn't until you attuned to it or tried to use it. Yeah, either way.
Okay, that's great. Wonderful to know. Okay. Perfect. All right, that's all I wanted to do with the ring. With the yeah, that's all I wanted to do with I wanted to get that done. Oh, I guess maybe I should go and look for Mort.
Okay.
And see if Mortimer's around.
All right, let me. Oh, right. Since he's over with Devanya in town, I'll jump over to
so
them.
I wouldn't find him. Okay, cool.
And then we can zip them back. Let's see. Yeah, and then we'll check in on Emil. All right. So Mort and Devanya, you're currently over in Zambora. What are you two up to?
I'll turn to Devanya and say I just have a couple of things I need to take care of at the college. I guess I shouldn't be long. I'll meet you back at the sphere. What do you officially call it, Dan? The thing in Zambora.
The dome.
The dome. Dum dum dum.
Of course.
All right.
Let me know if you need me.
Okay, I will.
So, yeah. Meet in what, an hour?
That sounds good.
Okay.
That should be plenty. So I will head off to the college real fast and seek out someone at the desk, I guess. I wonder. Okay, at the front desk, I guess.
Okay.
Who was that guy? Yeah, can't think of his name. Gil?
You walk up and you see
That guy.
skinny individual, but like 14 feet tall. This long, flowing, light purple gown with golden stars shimmering in motion on it, and white fur lining the trim, basically, of this flowing a wizard's robe on this 18-20 foot tall person that's thin, clearly a humanoid. Their arms are regular length. They're just really, really tall. And their back is to you, and they're working on some books up in a shelf up behind the bench there.
Is there a bell on the desk?
There is.
I will ring the bell.
Okay. Ding ding.
Ding.
The person stops, book in hand, doesn't turn around, just pushes the book into the shelf, lets go, and the cape just crumples into nothing on the floor, into a big pile. Like, if you look over, you just see it go down behind the counter. Do you want to check and see what's up on the floor, or?
I will, peer over the desk and just, is everything okay?
It's just a crumpled up large robe down there. Nobody inside of it.
I will pick up the robe and do one of these
You walk-
inspections.
Nice. So you walk around the corner and you lean down, you pick up the robe, and when you stand back up to inspect it, on the other side where you were just standing is Roger. Hello! I got you good! Oh, what do you think of my robe? Pretty snappy, huh?
What is this? What does it do?
It's just a fancy robe. I just enchanted it to be really, a silly robe. It's a silly robe.
Somehow that is quite fitting, Roger. Well done.
Thank you. So what can I help you with? More, right?
Indeed. Yes, very. Thank you.
Steel trap.
Be careful with traps. I need one big thing and one maybe little thing, and hopefully you can help me out.
We have things of all sizes here.
I'm looking for possibly a ring of mind shielding.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we have one of those. Yeah, I mean, are you looking to like sign it out or to try to buy it from us or?
Well, let's find out how much it costs, and then we can make our decision from there.
Okay, fair enough. All right, what else you got? Is that the big thing or the middle thing or the small
the little thing is I was also looking for a scroll of arcane luck.
Oh, well, let me just consult my notes. And he hops over the counter and goes over and starts
Checks
flipping
the
through.
DM guide for.
Nice, yeah, pretty much. All right, arcane.
That's a little
notes.
meta.
And what is it now? Arcane
Arcane luck.
lock. Oh yeah. Oh, I love that spell. Okay. I just need to see which school and which level. Yeah. Why? Yeah. Here. And he turns toward you, closes the thing, and hands you an envelope. Take this. And hold it up to your forehead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay.
He'll take the envelope.
Mm-hmm.
This is like playing a bad poker game, and holds it up to his
Nice.
forehead.
Excellent. Now, spin around 3 times.
Well, because it's you, Roger, I will do this.
Oh, you're such
I
a
wouldn't
good
do this for
sport.
anybody.
Oh, thanks.
And appreciating a good joke. He'll spin around 3 times.
Nice. Okay. And pass the envelope back to me.
All right, I will hand him back the envelope.
And well, thank you. And he opens it up and pulls out like 6 different platinum coins. Oh, thank you. Puts them in his pocket. Okay. Here you go. And as he passes the envelope back, it changes into the scroll of arcane log.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
It's right there. Huh. Yes.
All right. So, how about that ring of mind shielding?
Ooh, let's take a peek-see.
And just to ask off the side.
Yeah.
I mean, just because you want to get there, but how much time will intervene between now and us leaving for destination? Like in game.
It's sort of floating. It's probably going to be collectively 2 or 3 weeks in game time in total when everyone's ready to head out. So I'm just going to kind of float it, and when you're ready to go, be like, it's been 3 weeks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So right now, I mean, it can be any point in time of that. It can be within the first week if you want, first few days. It can be later on in that time frame.
Okay.
All right, let me roll the die for this because it's just
just in case I have to work for this ring.
Nice. Well, usually this is we do the rings. We can sell them in the market. They probably go for about 304 gold pieces, but he's just being Roger about it. Listen, just between the two of us.
I'll lean in.
I know we have a surplus of these. They're used on the regular, and I'm pretty sure that we can just, sell it to you for like half of that, like 150 gold pieces. Just don't tell
Bargain.
Gordon if he comes back.
Oh, well, we all know about Gordon.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Excitement. Okay. It's a bargain, and I will turn over the 300 gold for the
Oh, all right. And here you are.
ring of my shielding.
I will put it in your inventory right now so I do not forget.
You said 150, right?
150, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A bargain.
Yeah, it's usually around, anywhere from, it's 500 gold pieces or a little bit lower. So he gave you a pretty good deal. There we go. It might just come up as ring.
Signet ring, yeah. I'll
Here we
change
go.
that.
I just have to ID it. There we go.
There it is.
Okay.
And that's just going to be on me to remember that I have that on.
Yeah. There you are.
Thank you, Roger. You are been a great help. I appreciate it.
Of course. Have you ever thought about teaching more?
At times, yes. Been rather busy, though. The whole saving the world thing.
Yeah, that could be time consuming, huh?
Just a bit.
Yeah.
And a little dangerous. Just a little.
I suppose. Listen, if you ever want like an adjunct position, I think you should apply.
I will definitely take that under consideration. I appreciate your faith in me
Of course.
to suggest me for that.
Mm-hmm.
In my declining years, I might actually.
You're
Take
still a
hold of that.
youngin'.
Well, not as young as some.
Well, I'll
Well, thank
probably
you.
be here. Mm-hmm.
All right, Roger. And I'll shake his hand.
All right, you shake it, and when you realize that, you pull it back, and it's just like a fake hand and arm detached.
I just wave it at him. Can I keep this?
Yeah. Awesome.
I figured out who he reminds me of. He's the Pee Wee Hermit of this universe.
Nice. Awesome.
All right, now we'll head back to the dome, having greatly accomplished what I set out to accomplish.
Nice. All right. Well, Devanya, what are you up to here in Zambora? I'm going to fix our things. Hi, Beth.
I'm just going to the woodworking shop and finding a couple of chunks of not just like kind of a little bit of cheap wood just to kind of whittle on and stuff for messing around, but also maybe one or two different types of a little more expensive wood for these special figures.
Okay. You're probably looking at maybe 7 silver pieces in total, and that's mostly for the nicer wood, but you don't need huge gobs of it, so it's pretty cheap. In fact, I'd probably say 4 silver pieces because you don't need huge lengths of wood.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Notes. Let's see. That's Mort and Devanya. Blueberry. Hello. Do you have anything, Blueberry, during
Hello.
downtime? We're at the keep. Felix is there. At the moment, Sterling Sam. Oh no, I'm sorry, she's not there, but she'll be there later.
No.
Anything at the keep that you'd like to do while here?
I think Blueberry would just every day would just like do his perimeter check around the keep,
Mm-hmm.
have a little chat with nature and double check everything's cool there.
Okay.
And I guess just be a little bit impatient to get going.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like just sort of pacing around and stuff.
Okay. Are you okay with Callie sort of hanging out with you during this time?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Nice. She gets a little, some looks from some of the creatures, but, your cred overflows onto her a little bit. So you're forced.
And maybe I'll
cred.
ask her every now and again to like make me fly.
Oh, nice. She's all
Just
about
for
that.
fun.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So, Emil, is there anything you'd like to do independent here before, going to Winifred's later and such?
Not really. I mean, Emil has something in mind for a silversmithing project, but he's too distracted right now to kind of really start on it. So,
Okay.
you know, he might spend some time working with the metal and then kind of melting it down, just trying to keep his skills up.
Okay, nice. All right, so Mort and Devanya return, and of course the carpet makes a fair bit of ruckus as it flaps in the wind over to the keep. So Kaylin, you hear once Mort returns. Oh, you might be muted.
I am muted, yes. She will head downstairs and look for him. Look for Mort.
All right, I will, as I step back in, I guess, from... and I will, at that moment, I will put the ring of mind shielding on. And what's up? What's going on?
Hey, I have the item created that I need your help with to try and get some teleportation magic into, or
Okay.
did I talk to you,
Yes.
a day or two about, I think?
Yes, you did.
I finally have that, and I think what was it? Was it teleportation, I think? Let me see again.
Teleport spell?
Mort, actually, if you would make an Arcana check with advantage.
Teleport.
Okay.
And +5, because this is
Yes.
something you would definitely know as she's consulting you on this.
Okay. All right, let me just click on advantage. Doot. Arcana.
Ooh, 2 20s! What?
Oh my God!
I'm
I
so
didn't even see
sorry
it
to
was
make you
220.
use that on this.
Drop to
board.
20. Yeah.
Amazing.
What? So 35. It's +5 as well. Oh my gosh. 2 20s. All right, anyway. So.
Someone clip that.
No kidding, right? Damn. So Mort, that together, as you two discussed this the other day, teleportation is actually, I think it's a 7th level spell, which would make the item a legendary spell, legendary crafting project, which is a little bit out of reach. You have to be level 17 to craft legendary items. But teleportation circle is a 5th level spell, so it's still high, but that falls under very rare, and you only need to be 11th level or higher. So you could use that in your artificing, which would effectively automatically cast runes around you on the ground and allow you to cast that teleportation circle. Depending on rolls, the number of times and other things may change.
Wouldn't you have to teleport to their teleportation circle?
It does require, yes, you jumping
can't.
to another one that you have set up.
There's not one there. Oh shoot.
I will say that because I can't remember the name now, the other council person here in Bol Nadir has been vying for this circle to be put in the city for a very long time, and now that there's sort of been approval met for that, I think they did offer to put it like either in the city or even in your keep. They thought that by putting it in your keep, it might allow the measure to pass easier because it'd be outside of town instead of right in town. And if the city's doing it, it can be done much faster than a whole year of casting in the same spot.
Okay. I'm assuming you relay all this message to me, Mortimer.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Got you. And I'll kind of express the same concern to Mortimer. I guess I'll have to reach out to Brewer and see if he can talk to them about getting one set up. ASAP.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Or-
I will be. I will get back to you, and she will just walk away.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna step away, Dan,
Mhm.
and probably, go outside, maybe to the back of the keep,
Okay.
and get out the sending stone that I to the set that I gave Brewer, and you can come back to me if you want to while I figure out what I'm going to say.
Okay. Will do. Also, I just want to ask, so when you all had explored here in the keep, there's, of course, down at the end of that long hallway, there was the mirror room. But there was a doorway to the right just before the mirror room that had a stairway up to effectively the room above the mirror room. I can't remember if you all went in there or not.
I don't even recall you ever mentioning that.
No.
No.
This is new to us. We didn't know there was a second doorway.
Because that's the one Brewer came down. There was a torch there, and then he had gone up part of it. Okay. So just to flesh this out, because it's going to be like 3 weeks here, I'm positive Rain is going to be all over the place, more so than she has been already. So, she'll probably, while she probably won't go back into the mirror room, she may go back down. I feel like it'd definitely be in her nature to go back and try and look for ghosts again. And she'll, or at least tell the story at some point, if someone confronts her, of how she was down there. She also saw that side door that went up. And she would have let everyone know that there was another room above that. Is that anything anyone wants to check out? Just because it may be relative or important to this.
Well, but here's the thing, though, is that, I mean, as far as Kaylin thinks, there are things down there, loose. Kaylin's not going to be exploring that area, that's for sure.
Okay.
All right. I guess can I just in between that, I'm gonna spend 100 gold and because that's a level 2 spell, Arcane Lock, right? Write that into my spell book.
Oh, okay.
So I will add that to. Well, I'll add it afterwards. And yeah, I'll probably spy her because in the course of this time, knowing what's underneath that trap door, I would probably periodically check. If I see the crate moved, I would probably.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you want to investigate down there, I mean, you would see the crate moved at one point. I'm sure Rain would go back down, probably to try and confront, what she saw before. So you'd see it moved, or you'd hear from Rain that she had done so.
All right, now we'll just, I guess, relate to the group that Rain had reported that she saw this other door, and I ask if anybody wants to go check it out.
Yes, please.
You need help?
Well,
there are things down there. You know that. I told you that, right?
Yes, I'm not going anywhere near the mirror. Believe you me. But
I think she left the door open, so I think they're just loose.
I'll transform into my hybrid and be like, I've got this.
Oh, nice.
I will go as well to help you. Did she say what the room was?
She just, I guess we'll recon that she just said she saw a door. She didn't go in.
It's just a doorway at the end to the side. I was busy talking to the ghost things.
I will go along for backup.
I appreciate it.
Sure.
Last one, there's a rotten egg. Woo! She starts running.
Oh my god. Well, Kaylin's definitely not going to let her run up by herself. Not with her knowing about it.
I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna sit down and I'm just gonna presume that Devanya has been asking Mort and Kanan questions about what Mina and Brixie look like for the carvings, and that's what she'll just be working on.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Nice.
All right. Neat. Okay. That's interesting. I couldn't remember whether or not anyone. I felt like no one had checked it out. All right. So, you all go down to the end. There's a bunch of dirt blocking the path, and you can see the whole the space where Rain has climbed through. This door we should talk about is on the other side of where Emrysina had dumped, or rather Brixie had dumped all of that earth to block the hallway. It's right in here, and she kind of squeezes through the hall.
Now, it's not in the room with the mirror, is it? The door?
It's the end of the
Okay.
hallway, probably about 20 feet shy of the doorway with the mirror room.
Do we see
Okay.
anything down here, Dan, as we're traversing through?
No, just a little. Oh no, wait. She put the torch out. Ooh, but the torch is back up, lit at the end of the hallway, just on the other side of the earth
Of the
pile.
door.
Of that, yeah, big pile of earth. There was a torch hanging in the hallway outside the door to the mirror room. Yeah, it's once again back up on its own. Ooh.
So we can just sort of see it through the door.
I mean, you basically blocking right now. You're on the wrong side of this earth pile, and you'd have to crawl through that little hole. I think you're all the right size. If Blueberry, you probably have to be back in Pupper's form. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do.
Mort, you would fit through, and Kaylin, you would probably just fit through,
Kaylin
being the
will.
biggest of them all.
I will. She'd probably go in right after Rain.
Okay.
So the dirt pile is not in front of the door. It's just like in the hallway.
Yeah, it's in the hallway, blocking the hallway, the last 20
Okay.
feet of the hallway, yeah.
Okay.
But there's a little
Right.
hole in the top left you can climb up and through. Sounds like you all end up climbing through, and as you kind of slide down the earth pile on the other side, you see before you, about 15 feet now, the mirror room door, slightly ajar, and then a door that's closed on the right side of the hallway. Here it is! And she's kind of, trying to look around into the mirror room. Hello,
I will-
she says.
No, Kaylin will not let her go. She will pull her back by her shirt. Focus, Rain.
Sorry.
Focus.
Mort will cast Bigby's hand
Oh.
and send the hand over and have it just pull the door closed
Okay.
and put there was a big
Yes.
wooden bar.
Mhm.
Put the big wooden bar back in place.
Nice. Barricaded again.
Now the question is, will this work, or will I have to do it someplace else? Luckily, I just got Arcane Lock,
Ah, nice.
and I will attempt to cast Arcane Lock on the room to the mirror door.
Ooh, okay. That's interesting. Let's
I don't know if it'll work.
How far
Yeah.
is it from the? You know what? Make an Arcana check. If it was just a straight Arcana check,
Okay.
to see if you can skate around the mirror's effects. It might be far enough away.
No, I did not. Oh, no, it didn't count. Okay. Why is it doing that? For some things, it'll... 16.
All right, let me just check on the phone. Okay, and that's okay. All right. You hear the door. I mean, you feel as though the spell is taken.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
And I will later on share the password with a select few of people.
Nice. Awesome. Well, this first door on the right side is, upon closer inspection, slightly ajar. It's not quite latched shut.
Oh, Big B
Right.
hands. Ooh. Okay,
Oh.
good. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, can I sort of go up to it but not open it and do like a sniff check?
Ooh, yeah, yep. Go ahead and roll perception with advantage then. It's earthy and musty down here, but
I forget how to do everything. Perception. Oh, I'm good at that.
Nice. Okay. Ooh. You don't detect the scent of any people or anything or any creatures. You smell a little bit of stonework. Stone has, particular mineral scent to it. Your highly trained senses. Otherwise, nothing else really.
I'll relay that to everyone.
All right. If I'm pretty sure it is Bigsby's hand is still up, I will check with everybody before I open it, but I'll offer that I will use that to open the door.
Okay.
Caleb will stand at the ready.
It creaks open in a very rough manner. This has not been used for quite some time, but the door is ajar. There is a stairwell right behind it that goes up maybe 12 steps to a little platform where it turns left and goes up further out of sight.
Would we know from being in the keep, like, where the room above might be in relation to, like, the rest of it?
So the mirror room is directly below the mage circle in the backyard.
So this will be just to the right of the mage circle.
Have we ever seen, like, any buildings that are there?
No.
Oh, interesting. Should we go up, guys?
The mage circle is right on the shore of the lake, isn't it? Pretty close to it.
Yeah, Caleb will go.
Cool. I will follow.
Okay. You head up the stairwell, turn left, so you're pointed back towards the mirror room direction, and go up the next flight of stairs. And there is another door at the top here. There seems to be another room just above the mirror room. Sandwiched between that and probably the mage circle up above.
Before we go any further, Kaylin's going to cast protection from evil and good on Rain.
Okay. Oh, it tickles.
It'll help you out. So what did you say is next, Dan?
It's another door that enters into whatever room is directly above the mirror room.
Do I sense any arcane coming off the door?
Roll an Arcana check to see how specific. I mean, yes, but we'll see how specific.
Any dice in my tray? Wow, that was a natural one.
Oh.
Twice. Well, first it hit some dice, so I rerolled and it's the one again. So
nice.
Wow.
Actually, you're not sure. There's just you are so tracked with making sure Rain's not running up and opening the door and some other things that you're not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some faint Arcana coming from that direction.
If we wanted to wait 10 minutes, I could cast clairvoyance and, like, look through the other side of the door.
That's a great idea. I think that's one. Yeah, let's do that.
sure, we'll wait 10 minutes in the creepy hallway. Kaylin will
so snarky. I love it.
keep an eye on Rain. Make sure she doesn't wander off.
Okay, so I can choose either seeing or hearing, and I guess seeing would be better than hearing. So
Okay.
I'd like to do that, please.
All right. Can you, because I love visualizing these things, how does Blueberry go about preparing the spell? Because it just seems so cool to do spell prep with some puppers.
So his main casting is his little indestructible toy that he places right in front of him.
Yep.
And then around him, he places little bits that he's picked up, so a little rock and a little stick. And then he puts his 2 books out.
Aww.
And then he shakes off his hat and puts that in a little circle. And then sits down, but not straight sits down like he's Eeyore, with his legs shoved out to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and comfortable. and then that's how he does his spell.
Oh, I'm so glad I asked. That's amazing. Nice. And it is executed perfectly. You create that little sensor just on the other side of the door. And there is, it's a very dark room. However, it's another circular room.
I'll relay all of this to everyone once
Okay.
I see.
There are rows of stone around the outer perimeter above one another, each sort of offset from the row below it. And kind of large jagged stones of in brick shape, but probably like 2.5, 3 feet wide by 1.5 feet tall, each one. And every 12 feet or so is a dome of light coming up from somewhere up in the ceiling that just shines in a triangular fashion down along the wall. And you can see in the shadows created by that runic symbols in each of these bricks. There are 4 pillars around the midpoint of the circular room. And then in the very center, a giant runic circle. And at Blueberry, you've seen teleportation circles before, so you kind of have a rough idea that this is, in fact, a teleportation circle that was made for this keep some very long time ago.
Oh, we knew this was there.
I thought so. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we've used it. Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Why didn't you just say it was the room with the teleportation circle?
I want everyone surprised if you hadn't figured it out yet.
I knew that was down here, but I didn't. I couldn't remember exactly where.
Okay, well, this is where it is. Ta-da! So you see on the other side, yeah, there's some dust on it. You're like, oh, yeah, we have used this.
Is there not an easier way to get to it?
That's it. Ta-da! It's news to Rain, probably. She's like, oh, what?
If Blueberry knows that's what it is, then he will run back down the stairs and start trying to like rage excavate the the like earth and dirt that's blocking the way.
That's amazing. You know what? Go ahead and roll like an an athletics check if you want to sort of with a +3 for the rage.
Athletics.
Oh, nice.
So +3 on that, yeah.
Ooh, I mean, this is right up Blueberry's alley, so it's you very quickly excavate it, and you know it's just scattered evenly across the floor now instead of blocking the path in a matter of minutes.
And if everyone else comes down, I'm just sort of like patting it down.
Wow, good job, Blueberry.
Thank you.
I don't have any sausage to give you. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'll try to get some refills.
And I'll just start chewing on my toy.
Oh,
that's so great. I'll
scritch Blueberry behind the ear.
I will say Blueberry
That leg starts to go.
That's awesome. There was a moment while you were casting the spell, sort of a nostalgic moment. There's a certain feeling that comes with spell casting and the air around it when you're that close to it that you used to have with your master, and just brought back sort of a feeling of nostalgia for a moment there, like so you were with them. Just remind you that they might be within reach at some point soon. All right. Let's see. What have we got here? Aeronwen is. Oh my gosh, we got to figure out what's going on there.
Can Kaylin send her message?
Yes, go for it.
I have that. Okay. So let's say after all that's done, she'll head back outside, or head back up to her room probably at this point. And okay, so I got out the sending stone. Hey, has Council worked on teleportation circle? If not, could you ask Black Brand to set up ASAP? Offered in keep, put there, need soon.
Okay. Actually, you would get a reply. Let's see. You would probably check first. So I'll say a little bit later.
It's okay if it's later.
Okay, it'd be later that day, and you'd get a reply from Brewer just saying, Black Brand quickly accepted, putting 20 mages on the task. We'll set up Oh gosh. We'll say that you work out the details of where exactly, and you can let me know where
Sure.
in your estate. We'll set up ASAP.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Just let me know when it's done. Stay safe.
And he wishes you the same. Before he goes to the bathroom, I don't have a good segue tonight. That's where we'll take our power break. Yay! Yeah. He doesn't have to. Let's see. So we will, for those who don't know, we take an 8 to 10 minute bio break. I'll put up our BRB. We'll keep our audio live. Kim. And we'll be back shortly. Oh, thank you, Kim. Yes, thank you. All right, we'll catch you all in a little bit. Yay. Oof. Gosh, what is it, Friday? Yeah.
How is chat tonight? Hello, chat. How is everyone? You're setting up your island retreat, are you? Doing okay. Anybody have any questions as to where we are in the story or what's going on? We're kind of not quite between chapters, but we're kind of doing a little bit of downtime, but we're very quickly going to ramp up for the next thing that's going on. So it's a good time to ask questions about characters or story if you're not sure what's going on, or you just want to say hello to one of the characters or whatever. So. Trying to remember. So I know all of the original characters had crafting skills. Emrysina, I think, did leatherworking. Kaelin is an artificer. Emil is a silversmith or jewel crafter. Felix, who's Ed's first character, did cooking. I don't know if Devanya has obviously the wood crafting that she does. I don't know if Mortimer, Aeronwen, Blueberry, or Gelithor has any crafts for skills. I do not remember. Think of what we've crafted. I mean, Felix has done a lot of meals in his time. Kaylin has crafted... What is the name of the item? She crafted a feather fort meal, which is called a Periapt of Wound Closure. Emil crafted a silver warforged figurine for her. I don't remember if Emrysina ever crafted any like set of armor or anything with her leather crafting. That'd be a good question for Melissa. I do feel like I'm missing something though. Here, see if I can. Characters. Okay. Now Felix at some point gave Kaelin a golden bookmark, but I don't think he crafted that. Sorry, I'm just kind of checking the wiki to see if anybody else crafted anything. Obviously, while I don't think Mortimer has taken cooking or baking, or Aeronwen have taken cooking or baking as a craft explicitly, Mortimer and Aeronwen have done a lot of kitchen work in general, and tried to invent a few dishes such as pizza. Beth, does Blueberry have a craft? I don't think so, right? She doesn't have a crafting skill?
No, he doesn't know.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I misgender Blueberry all the time. I just don't think about it.
It's all good. Don't worry about it. No.
But he does have that amazing... Now, who gave him that toy? Was that from Sterling Sam, or...
You know what? I can't remember who gave that to me.
I know it was right before we went to Keldarim, whatever the Dwarven area
yeah, it was like at
the port city on the dock.
Yeah. But I can't remember who gave it to me. I feel like it must have been Sterling Sam.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anybody like in the group made it for me.
No, I don't think so. I feel like Kaylin has crafted a couple of different things over the course of the game. I just don't remember what all she's crafted.
Did you craft your hammer?
No, I found the hammer.
Okay.
I crafted
The Periapt of Wound Closure.
Yes. No. Yes.
The feather. Yeah.
Yes. I crafted the ring. I've crafted tinkered like 3 grasshoppers that that you'd wind up and they bounced. Oh, I also made a music, some kind of like a music, like a pocket watch that I turned into like a music box or something for Ren.
Oh,
that I
my
sent
goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Just to, there are, during these nights over the next 3 weeks, Dan, she's also going to be doing some studying. Kaylin.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
In her library.
I was so wrapped
Just-
up in a different conversation that it took
Because
me a
I know
minute
that
to...
you're trying to get like to us leaving, so
Thank you.
I just wanted to let you know that's something that I wanted to do,
Right.
like over the course that we're downtiming.
Okay. Oh, neat. I can actually, I see here.
And we can figure that out after, off stream too.
No, I think we'll have pretty good time.
It's just
Oh yeah, and I wanted to give Kaylin the book I found on that boat in the whirlpool ages ago.
I remember that.
ages and
Yeah.
ages ago.
Oh gosh, what was it now?
It was just a book. I didn't even open it. I haven't opened it.
Nice,
Uh-oh,
nice.
Dan.
Where did
Yeah,
you find it
good.
though again?
It was, that boat that was getting sucked into the whirlpool by
Yes,
That
Cal
was-
by
or
Brixie, yeah.
we went, me and I can't remember who.
I think it was just
When-
you went in the hold. Yeah.
Yeah, I went into either the hold or like the captain's quarters, and I got a book, and I never did anything with it.
Oh no.
Just in my inventory.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And they had that. Yeah. Tight. Cool. All right. Excellent. Okay, yeah, let me run this.
The following D&D campaign is rated TV MALSVED. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and dramatic player characters. It is intended only for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
So tasty. Woo! All right, here we go. Now we're prepared for the latter half. We have, oh my goodness, some things to get through. So teleportation circle, blah blah blah, studying. But I do want to say, Kaylin, that the other thing you wanted to check on in the astral plane,
Yes.
is not here. That seems to be tied to the prime. So wherever that
Okay.
was, it's probably way up there. Just
Okay,
in the astral
that's
plane.
what I thought about afterwards, but she definitely would have checked just to make sure.
Neat.
So,
Yeah. Yep. Oh. Gosh, and you would have checked the astral plane here, right? At the
yeah.
Whereabouts in the keep would you have been when you were checking that? Do you think?
I would assume she'd be somewhere, probably in the artificing lab, somewhere where she wouldn't want someone like walking in. It's not like something that she wants like people to know that she's just stepping into the astral plane. So.
Okay. It looks wildly different. It looks distorted here when you do it here compared to your previous experience up in Tegradoth, in that I feel like you would be able to put together that it's likely because of the ley lines here amplifying
Sure.
everything. Things just feel a little more, I don't know how to hint that, tangible than they would elsewhere. Where you brought something from the prime into the astral plane beforehand and left it there, typically you can't bring anything from the astral plane, back over. But you just feel like things are a little more tangible here. At this, where these intersect.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
All right, I'm going to jump over to, let's see, Divanya, now, Emrysina, and Aeronwen. Morning rolls around in the city of Iverness. And what do you two want to do? Ooh.
Well,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just wake up and shake Aeronwen awake gently and tell her, come with me.
Is there breakfast where we're going?
We'll grab something first.
Okay, she'll follow. Get all my stuff.
Head downstairs and should be breakfast down there. Better be. I'm hungry too.
Yeah.
So there's probably something. It's an administrative office, so someone might have brought something in. I think that this. So anywhere that you are seeing Emrysina, you're not sure how people are going to respond. You'll either have support, or dissent. They'll be out to get you. Just probably where the point, how things are currently in the city. So it's up to you if you want to try and mingle with everyone, with the administrative workers there, or not.
No, I'll just no, I'll avoid everybody and just go out the door.
Okay.
And go to whatever's the nearest underground place to grab something. Just to make it easier.
There's a small abode. A lot of the houses here are fairly large in the city, and a lot are sort of like what do you call them? Apartment buildings, but each floor is a different house or building. That's really nice, but a lot of Tildari tend to group together into many floors in a building. So this is a homestead on its own that is also part of that underground pact. You're greeted by one of the people that shows their tattoo, or their symbol, rather.
Might we have some breakfast, please?
Of course. Yes, please. And they kind of glance at you and over at Aeronwen, and she's...
Hi.
Hello. Yes.
She's with me.
Okay.
She's okay.
Well, we were just sitting down to eat. Please just join us. And they have a pretty decent spread at the table for you two to eat. Is there any news, milady?
The day has come.
Oh, that is so good to hear.
Well, we'll just see what happens. And then Em's just going to sit down, and she's extremely nervous. She can't think straight, and she's just going to start shoveling food down. But kind of think of... her mind's wandering.
Ah, okay. Let me make a roll here on something. What are you up to, Aeronwen, at the table here?
She's also shoveling food down her mouth.
Nice.
But she'll be sitting next to Em and just kind of like nudge her every so often, like, hey, I'm here. Hey, you got this. Just to sort of like solidify, bring it back down to earth.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Another individual is allowed and screened, and then allowed into the back. As your presence here is now, heighten their security. And it seems to be a runner of some sort. They come hustling over, younger Tildari, and they enter the kitchen. Oh, milady. And they give sort of like an awkward bow.
Don't bow. What is it?
It's I've heard word that she sees Aeronwen next to you. Yes, your friend may be in some danger. The council has discovered that, what they're considering a weakness, and looking to find her and use her against you before the rite takes place today, before you're able to see matters through.
I'm gonna turn... Em normally does not look at anybody in the eye, but she's going to turn towards Aeronwen and say, this is... If you leave now is the chance. But I'm not going to force you to leave. But I beg of you.
If they're looking for me, maybe we can use that to help you.
How?
I don't know. I don't know what this right is or anything, but if they need some information from me, I can tell them the wrong things. I can tell them I don't know anything, which is technically true because I know nothing about what's going on here. I just wanted to go get some schooling.
I'm just gonna chuckle.
But you know, maybe I can help you have a. I don't know if anybody would want this, an outsider's opinion. They seem to not like me here, though.
Do you have a hood or a cloak on?
I have my cloak.
Okay. And
I billow it.
Okay. Use it well. Are you staying or going?
I'm going to stay and help you.
Okay. And I'm going to turn towards the person that ran in and tell them, thank you. She is staying.
Okay.
Tell the others. Protect her at all costs.
Okay. Yes, Milsade said that they were looking to snap her up and threaten you with harming her. So we'll make sure that everyone is protected. But please, and she turns to you, Aeronwen, just be on guard. The council is very much willing to send out scores of their underlings to find and obtain you.
Right. I can't take care of myself, so don't, spend too many resources, of which I'm sure you don't have a lot.
Oh, we don't.
Don't worry about me. I got my magic. I can turn invisible. I'll be fine. Just
okay.
I'm here to support Em and help her help her talk to her brother, I think.
Very well. And she looks back over to to Emrysina. I'll report back. Do be careful. There were at least a dozen reported entering the administrative office. Don't return there. That's the last place they reported.
I understand. Thank you. Be safe.
You as well, milady. And she bows again awkwardly and forgetting, catching herself, and running back out.
I'll be fine. I spent a year in the college. What these people could do won't hold a candle to what I went through already.
I'll take your word for it. And then she's gonna get up and kind of stretch her arms out and be like, okay, I need to go find my brother. Hide as best as you can. Behind me, beside me, wherever you want to go.
I turn invisible.
Yeah, I forgot you had that.
She just kind of sits
amazing.
there. And then one of her runes starts glowing, and then she vanishes.
Right. Let's get it done.
All right.
Walk out.
Let's see. Both Emrysina and I should change your nameplate to Emrysina during this time. Emrysina and Aeronwen each roll a percentile die.
What? I have to get out those dice?
Whee!
Hang on a minute. I don't remember which bag I put them in. Okay, here they are.
You don't have those dice out already, Sam?
No, I almost never use percentile dice.
Nice. All right, I've got to get mine out here.
40.
Okay. Because the search has begun. Ooh, 40 even for M and Aeronwen.
22.
Okay. All right. You two are able to finish breakfast. What's the plan as you're getting ready to exit this building? Is there a particular area of the city you want to head into? This is sort of on the outskirts, just a little ways away from the administrative building.
I want to take like kind of the back alleys and stuff instead of the main streets and the main roads.
Do you want me to turn you invisible too?
You can do that?
Yeah, I can turn other people invisible.
Oh,
So
Okay.
then instead of casting it at second level, I'll cast it at third level to get us both.
Ah, okay. In that case, you can roll your percentile die one more time.
$90.
Okay.
So she'll reach over and take your hand, and then we both vanish.
Nice. You're heading down a back alley. Whoop! She reaches over and bams you invisible.
Just don't let go of my hand, because I have no idea where we're going.
Yeah, nice. I can't
Okay.
see you. And maybe 15 feet in front of you, you see a troop of 15 soldiers march in a cross section, just avoiding you. They were going to actually find you based on their roll of 45. But because you were turned invisible, they don't see you as you pause, and they don't turn and see. They march by. All right, you continue.
I love magic.
You continue heading through the city. So the thing that I believe where we are with your story is meeting up. Basically, at this point on this day, the council's trying to prevent you from getting where you need to go to do the thing that you're resigned to do today. So that's what this is. It's a large city. They have a lot of people. I will just give that friendly DM, reminder, or not reminder, but poke that this is incredibly dangerous currently. There are very strong guards and large groups looking now for Aeronwen. So it's not your normal danger level. It's deadly danger level.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Nope.
I told you. I gave you so many options to leave. Damn it.
This is fantastic.
Nice.
It's going to be deadly dangerous with a good chance of death.
Yeah, no. That's probably the impression you would get, at least as you see like the 15 relatively strong guards that these elite. Their magic is like super intense, powerful here, and you see them like marching by in perfect unison with different things glowing and stuff.
Oh, they're serious about this. I can fly if it would be easier to take to the skies.
No.
No? Okay. Have we ever fought together before? I whisper when we're not around anybody.
I don't recollect. If I've forgotten anything, then I apologize.
Well, no, I just wanted to let you know that like there's a few things I can do. Like I can vamp us into certain places, go quite a distance. I can do that. I can blow things up. I can counterspell things. I can send messages. That's a lot more shorter of a distance. But
Okay.
I'm here to help you.
I will take drastic measures if need be to get you out of here, though. Whether you like it or not.
That's fair. That's fair.
Keep going.
Ninja red.
Nice.
Scurry, dash.
Okay, so you continue on. Your destination is towards the center of the city, as that's where the giant main building is there, and that's where they want you to do the thing. I'll just keep it vague, for you for now. Hey, Mariah, yay!
Sorry, I just helped my sister and her boyfriend unload, and I'm hot in the sweatshirt.
No worries. All right, so you continue. Let's see, you have about 5 different sections here you're gonna have to get through. So you just passed through the first. Go ahead and each roll percentile dice with your invisibility.
So with advantage?
Not quite, only because the further in you go, the more patrols there are. It's starting to even out now.
70.
24.
Okay.
Is it better to roll low or high?
It's more about matching up within a tens place.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you make it through the second one smoothly. You do see some movement of these other troops. In fact, you see two different in your moving through the second section of the city. You see a second patrol here. Now, while there's been patrols.
And if we have to, Dan,
Yeah.
I will dimension door it. Like if a group is about to come on us, I will dimension door us away
Okay, neat.
to avoid them.
Okay. That is a sound plan. I like it. Okay. And, oh, hey, Morith, yay!
Oh, my sister!
Yay! 3 cheers for
Oh, hey!
Mrs. Sister. Huzzah!
We're about to die.
We're totally fine.
We're fine. So the two of you continue running invisible through the city. You see 2 separate squadrons now of these soldiers, and they've been sort of patrolling the city. Em, on your side of things, you know that as the unrest has gotten greater and greater within the city, the protests by the underground that you're a part of and effectively leading now have become borderline riots, in that the injustice that was done to your parents has been revealed. But the council is still relatively untouchable, and there are things that can't be proven. It's just people can see how things line up. The city, this city is really divided between those that support you and those that support the council and the current king and queen. So there have been patrols like this to try and keep the peace, but those 2 super shady members of the council are the ones that are, sending all these things out now, sort of under the guise of keeping peace, but looking for Aeronwen. So you continue on. You make it safely through that second section of the city and into the third. It gets a little more dense here, and you continue to try avoiding things. Please roll your percentile die twice. It's effectively at disadvantage, as there are even more patrols in this third area.
I got a 30 and a 70.
Okay.
39 and 81.
30, 70. Okay. Let's see how many. Okay. You're heading through this next section where you end up, as in the picture here, there are a number of sort of floating aisles. Never mind the golf course in this picture.
That was photoshopped.
Yeah. It's a tourist thing for Iverness. And you're on one of these narrow bands of grass heading into, it's one of the few ways you can get in towards the center of the city. And you see a patrol coming from the other direction. And as you spin around, you see another one coming from behind. They're going to crisscross in the middle. What would you say?
And we're stuck in the middle?
You're stuck in the middle. Yep, 2 out of the 4 here spotted you. I mean, didn't spot you, but they're going to intersect.
Okay, I'm going to hold tight to M and say, okay, brace yourself. And dimension Doris.
Okay.
400 feet in the direction, just to, as far as I can see, to a safe spot behind the group that is going to run into us.
Okay, there is a platform off to the side that is a sort of a platform on its... you can continue on towards the center. You just have to bamf over to that. It's a little more of a treacherous terrain kind of thing to get up there if you wanted. Otherwise, you can go behind or...
So Dimension Door, the range on that is 500 feet. Can I just get us all the way 500 feet down the street?
Yeah, behind the oncoming group?
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Absolutely. Just have that one roll this.
And I will subtly cast that as well.
Nice, okay. So you bamf the 2 of you. And appear behind them. Bless you.
This time not inside a wall.
Nice, yes, you can
gosh.
see it safely. The two of you
That's why I'm
appear.
specifically picking a spot I can see.
Nice. Now, is this the greater invisibility where you don't become visible when you cast?
No, this is just invisibility.
Okay.
I don't have greater invisibility anymore, but
You two successfully make it behind the other group. But then the group that was following up behind you, I don't know, 500 feet's pretty far. Let me just see. I'm going to say you're in the next section, so go ahead and roll your percentile dice with disadvantage once more for me, if you would. Oh, wow.
As soon as we reappear, can I recast invisibility?
You can certainly do that, yep.
Okay, so I'm going to do that, like,
10 and 20.
just like, foom, foom, and then chunk, invisible.
Okay, all right. So there's only a brief window, that 6-second window there where you're like, donk.
Yeah.
Okay, you got, I'm sorry, what, Em?
10 and 20.
10 and 20, okay.
Didn't roll so well that time.
99 and
nice.
98.
Okay. So while they don't spot, no one spots you, Aeronwen, casting this.
I'm doing it all subtly too.
Okay, yeah, and you as quickly as you can turn back invisible. However, there is a small regiment of guards in the area that sees Emrysina, notices her, and a figure next to her. They don't know it's you, and they call out and point in that direction before you two turn invisible again.
Yeah, I'm turning us both invisible again.
Okay. You're both invisible. There's a small contingent of guards running to where you are. They're still like 80, 90 feet away.
Run. I'm still holding onto your hand and just like, let's go. Which way are we going? She's just running like, where are we going? You leave me.
I'm coming.
Nice. All right. So do you want to try and, run around these people or down an alley or?
Are they coming like, so if we're heading this direction, right?
Yeah.
Down the street towards our destination, where's this small regiment? Are they like here? Are they here? Are they here coming straight towards us? Or?
Right in between you and we're in your destination. So straight ahead.
Okay, I'm going to let Em lead because she knows the city and I don't.
All right. So you find probably there's not too many alleyways here, but you find an area to hide off on the side. Can you both make a stealth check with advantage?
17.
Sorry, I had to do some math. 23.
You're fine. Okay, nice. All right. Now, most of the guards have been posted in these areas. The ones closest to the center, there aren't really protests in, except for the very, very center. So this whole next section you're able to sneak through successfully until you arrive at the destination for the thing you're scheduled for today. It is, of course, naturally, it is heavily guarded because of what's happening today. How would you like to try and get in? Or what would you two like to do? There are guards upon guards here sorting out the unrest amongst the citizens here as everyone's here to either cheer or boo you and your brother and such and what's going to go down today.
So, really quickly, I'm going to speak this louder so you can hear me, but Aeronwen is whispering, like, right into Vanya's ear. It's like, so, are you supposed to, like, is your brother, like, standing, like, on the council's side, and then you're on your side, and then whoever wins gets to be king, or can you just talk it out, or is this a little legitimate to the death thing?
I'm going to be honest with you. It's to the death.
No chance to talk it out? like you could be king and co-king?
As much as I love my brother, and I don't know.
It's worth a try.
I could try maybe for like a few seconds, but he is he's so wanting this that I think for him, I think he's gonna burn this city to the ground. Despite family.
Is the council on his side?
Council is on the council's side.
So there's 3 factions. Or there's 2 factions in him.
I wrote everything in a letter in case you are able to get out of this city. And I'm gonna take it out of my pocket and I'm gonna hand it to her, explaining everything. And give this to the others. Give this to Kaylin. Please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I fight with you?
No, unfortunately. You don't have to stay and watch.
Do you want me to be doing anything while the whole city is distracted? Do you want me to look for any information, talk to anybody, find anything?
I am going to touch her on her shoulder. You have done everything that I need you to do. And cast Feign Death on her.
What? Do I have to make a save?
Oh my goodness! So let's check it out. That's a diesel spell. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, touch. Okay, you touch a willing creature, so they do have to be willing. I don't see spell, so I guess it'd be up to you if you wanted to like trust in whatever she's doing to you, or if you want to be like, then it doesn't have to take effect. You're sort of off in the shrubs outside of this main building.
I mean, I have to let it happen now, so there's a body placed under the shrubs.
Body round 2.
Reppin' Kaylin, yeah.
Kaylin, what have you done to me? Just kidding. You're rubbing off on everybody.
Nice.
When did an incapacitated?
It's the cross I must bear.
As she sees you casting the spell, she's going to hold. She's like, what are you doing? I would rather not have to counter a spell.
Protecting you. You need to be able to be safe out of this city, and I've made plans. You have the letter. Aeronwen, I need you to trust me in this moment. You don't need to be here.
All right. I can get myself out. I'll give her a big hug. Best of luck. Hopefully he'll listen.
Thank you. I hope so too.
Is the whole city gonna be there to watch?
Pretty much. There will be a lot of witnesses, so you guys will know almost straight away what happened. I'm gonna take out of my pouch this silver ring that I had been carrying around this entire time of Stormfall.
Oh, snap.
that-
Okay.
That I was going to give to Adela.
Mm.
And give this to Emil.
Okay.
And tell him that we will see each other again. And he doesn't have to be alone forever.
Okay.
So
I like put that on so I don't lose it.
But you said that you can get out of the city, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually stop casting Feign Death when she says that.
Okay.
Because I trust her.
Okay.
I'm gonna give her a nod, and I'm gonna let go of her completely so that I'm not invisible anymore.
Okay.
Oh no, you're still invisible because I'm concentrating on it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I was just holding your hand. So
okay, do I need to Feign Death you or what?
so that's why I'm like it's all fine.
Let me go, Aeronwen. Let me go.
I was holding your hand so we didn't lose each other.
Nice.
I'll never let go.
I'll never.
Flute first.
Go now.
Titanic.
I trust you.
All right.
Okay, Devanya, you turn and head to race in. Aeronwen, are you dropping invisibility for her so she can, or are you?
Does she want to? Do you want me? Do you make any do you want me to drop invisibility on you? Because if not, it's gonna last an hour.
Well, okay. How about this? I will kind of try to walk through the crowd if I can.
Mm-hmm.
How packed? How is it? Pretty packed?
Yeah.
Or is there
Yeah.
room to fly above the crowd?
There's some room to fly. I mean, they have aerial patrols too, since everyone has wings here.
I want to try to fly above the crowd through to where I need to get to my brother, if I can. If I roll good enough. And kind of avoid the sky patrols and everything. And if it all goes well, as soon as I drop down on the ground next to him, I want invisibility to be off.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll take to the skies too. So I can kind of and I'll be pinging messages to you this whole time, so you can have the perfect dramatic reveal.
Nice.
Because this is awesome. So I'll semi follow you, keep invisibility up, and just kind of fly along with you, and then watch and wait for the moment to drop invisibility.
Okay.
So I'll send you a message "Okay, tell me now when you hit the ground, because I can't see you."
Nice.
Okay.
You time it perfectly.
Yes.
And in a future episode, we will pick up with Em appearing behind her brother, and see where that takes us with the whole fight to the death potentially here for their rightful place as rulers. Aeronwen, I'm going to say just for time's sake.
Can I really quick glance around? Do I see the king anywhere?
No.
No. Just kind of glance around. Just I hate politics, and I'll fly out.
Okay. You managed to fly back, under the radar. So much attention given here, and the other guards running through the city, that you are able to make it back to the portal, in fact. And if you're heading back there and returning back to Zambora, probably, a week and a half through, or 3 weeks of downtime.
A week and a half.
Well, I guess it depends on when you
done
left. If you left right away, you'd be, a few days and you'd be back.
Okay. All right. Yeah. When I get back, I'm going to read the letter. Unless it's sealed, then I won't.
Okay. All right.
Oh, it's sealed.
Okay, so it's kind of try to look at a little bit.
She's very, very private.
Nice. I'll switch her back to Devanya.
Okay, so I'll keep the letter in a safe spot and go. I'm gonna go find Scarlet and just kind of tell her what's happening.
Okay.
Be like, Scarlet, this is what's going down.
Nice.
We don't have to RP through that, but
Okay.
I'm gonna go tell her, and then I'm gonna go back to the keep, and I'm gonna give the letter to Kaylin. I'm gonna give the ring to Emil and give him Em's message. And I'm gonna go back to my room and fall face first on my bed and go to sleep.
Okay. All right. Yep, you're able to do that. You fill her in, of course, and oh my goodness. Yep. Eventually, let's see. Where were we with everyone else? We had Rain. What would you be up to during that time? This after the other room. You also helped everyone rediscover the teleportation room in the top of the episode.
I did. Okay. I was about to ask what went down. Oh, moving my sister in is not stressful, but it was sad too at the same time. But oof. Where's fantasy grounds? Because I don't know. Hang on, I'm still preparing. And Dan, just so you know, I will be probably in and out loading out cars. So I just wanted to know.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mariah.
So that's why I've been like in and out.
Ah, gotcha. Nice. All right.
Oh my. Okay. Come back to me and I'll think about it.
Okay. I will say that I believe Kaylin was going to wait for a day when everyone was there to manage to have that ritual for Brixie, the seed left behind, the leaf and seed left behind by Brixie.
Waterworks.
Are you willing to go ahead and do that, Dan?
Yeah, go for it if you'd like.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, Kaylin will. I think she'll probably find Emil first. I think Aeronwen just got back. Are you okay to maybe get the group together and head out to the woods where you want to put the seed?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. And we'll kind of split up who we're going to, to get the group. And take him outside. Kaylin will follow Emil to wherever he needs to wherever he wants to go.
Okay.
Just probably wander into the woods a bit. Like I said, Brixie and Emil would have been a little bit all over, so just kind of wander haphazardly, and let luck find us a spot.
Okay. Right here. This is it.
This is it.
Okay. And Kaylin would have briefed everyone on. Everyone knows like what this is, right?
Okay.
Okay.
If not, then you can share.
Just a seed. Yeah, it's a seed that Kaylin got when she when she flew out to check to the spot where Brixie was taken, and saw nothing. That this was a leaf that hit her that kind of like fell into her pocket and turned into a seed. So Kaylin wanted to get everyone together to kind of have a little memorial as we planted the seed where Emil wanted to take it. So since they had kind of went around. So Dan, Kaylin will, she'll look to Emil. Do you want to plant it? She'll hold it out to him.
Emil will take a deep breath. Well, maybe we should all have a hand in it.
Sure. You guys want to help dig a little hole right here so we can
Yes.
plant it? She'll look to Blueberry. I think it'd be really good.
Okay, I'll make a really good one, and
Okay.
I'll do it as nice and gently as I can, and make it all like
Aw.
a nice.
Okay. And with everyone's help digging the hole, we'll put the seed in there, and I'll have whoever didn't help like digging the hole help cover it up.
All right. As you're doing so and covering up the earth, one of the relatively large trees here, of course, on the keep, they're all have massive growth because of the ley lines, some 35 feet wide, over 100 feet tall. The bark of one of them starts to press out in a bubbled form, forming a face and a humanoid body. And Azalea, shame on me for not having the images up. The Dryad, Azalea, maybe? Yeah, Azalea, there it is.
I can't say it because stupid fantasy ground does not let me.
She comes out in her relative tree form and strides over, a blank expression. Forgive my interruption and imposition. I sense that one of our own has been returned to us.
Brixie.
She had a true care for nature and a love for those around her, and a very strong spirit. He strides a little closer and kneels down on one knee. May I offer something to her and to you? She places her hand on the loose dirt on top where the seed has been packed down, and closes her eyes. And it's almost as though, the clouds part and cut through the tree canopy here as a column of light dances around the area of Brixie's seed grave. And on Azalea's face, she raises her hand off the earth, and as she does, you see a little sprout of a plant that's emerged from the dirt. And she turns to the rest of you. Do any of you have the means to create water or offer water to our young seedling? If anyone has any water in their canteen.
I have.
Like that.
Kaylin will pull out her alchemy jug.
Please. She'll step back.
She will water into it and slowly step up to it and to the ground and kneel down and pour just a little bit of trickle of water on it.
All right, and that soaks into the earth, and the little vine that's come out grows a little more, and a few more, and they twist around one another and start to sprout a couple of blossoms. Do any of you have warmth, kind words, or anything you wish to offer to our young seedling? Any thoughts that you were unable to say, perhaps, that you wish to share?
In the middle of this, Dan, I'm going to run up to my room because I feel like after Brixie died, I picked up her staff.
Oh, yeah.
So while this is happening, I'm going to do that, and then I can come back in when everybody else is doing their stuff.
Okay.
I'll step forward and just kind of kneel down by the little seedling, and I'll cast dancing lights, even though it doesn't really do anything, but I'll just kind of like make a little sun over the seedling and just kind of say, we had a rough start, but thank you for being my friend, Brixie. And then I'll back up.
Okay.
Devonia's gonna pull out the figure of Brixie that she finished, fully painted and everything, and set it next to the the seed. She doesn't. She understands what's going on, but you know, she doesn't know Brixie, so she's gonna pay her respects and quietly move kind of back behind everybody else after she does that.
Okay. Excuse me. Warren, I'm just going to send you a quick message on Facebook. All right. Mort, anything for Mort?
If anything, he'll add to the dancing lights. And
Okay. This little sun grows a little larger as you form it around Aeronwen's. Blueberry, you come running out at this point with the staff. What would you like to do with the staff?
I'm going to transform into my hybrid form and then plant the staff like a what's the word? So that the plant can trail around it. So as it grows, like it's embedded.
Like
into
I know what you're talking about now.
Okay.
We have these. It's like
A trellis kind
trellis.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So it can grow around the staff, and then that's like the center of the plant that's going to be growing.
Okay. So basically, staff, you settle it down, easily into these recently soft dug up earth, and with the extra sun light between Aeronwen and Mort and Divinity's offering, and now the staff, it starts to grow in spades up and around, and it's almost starting to look like the base of a tree. Thank you so much for the raid, everyone! Yay! Let me just put that in chat.
It was like force proficiency bonus. What does that mean?
Nice. Awesome. Thank you. So as that continues on, Emil, is there anything that you'd like to say or offer?
Emil will, I guess, crouch down close to the plant and just say quietly, in Bridgeport, when I was the most afraid I'd ever been, you held my hand. Thank you for healing me. And then Emil will stand up.
All right. I imagine Felix would probably be here too, since he spent so much time. I think Ed's away, but I feel like Felix would lean down. My shoulder has felt too light since your passing. And I feel like maybe he would get kind of choked up and not be able to continue what he wanted to say, and he'd step back. And with a tear or two that falls off his cheeks, it continues, drops on the soil, and more plant life springs up. Have I missed anybody? I know Rain didn't really know.
Kaylin will step
right?
forward, and she will step forward and kneel beside the plant or the earth there once again, and put her hand kind of close to it on the ground. You will be dearly missed. I'm sorry we couldn't save you. But know that you'll be forever with us. And she will stand back up slowly and rejoin the group.
Okay. They say it's good to talk to plants. It helps them grow. And certainly in this moment, this seems to be true. As the warm thoughts and kind words the statements and feelings that everyone wasn't able to share in her final moments, as she was fairly separated from everyone, are able to get through. And these vines have become almost the trunk of a tree, just grown up and around the staff. The dancing lights are drawn into. You can feel the magic fade from your fingertips, Aeronwen and Mort, as it becomes part of this tree. It falls in the center of this tree and offers a soft glow between some of the roots. The staff itself almost becoming the top vines grow around it in a little bit of like a humanoid head shape almost, and little arms sprout, and the trunk splits at the bottom, and pulling out of the earth little roots is a little tiny baby treant. Maybe however tall the staff would be. I think it's used up a lot of that in the process. Maybe like 2.5 feet tall. A little baby treant that can't really speak or anything, has little eyes and branches that tweak around as it scurries about. Doesn't really recognize anyone or anything, but it has become a living part of this very special magical area in the world where your keep resides.
I'm going to say it because everybody's thinking it. Is that Groot?
Yeah,
Nice.
we birthed our own Groot.
Mm-hmm. Azalea.
It's a miracle.
It is only thanks to your
Groot?
kind offerings that the connection that you had with her and that she had with each of you, that this is able to be. She will reside here with us, part of us. And she takes a few steps back, and the little baby treant sort of scurries about and kind of, scratches at one of you here and runs over to another one of you there, sort of behaving like a small child.
Kaylin will look at Azalea and kind of bow her head. Thank you for caring for her.
Nod back. Little baby treant scurries over towards you and trips. Picks itself up. Scurries back over a little more.
That's cute. All right.
Azalea holds her hand out for the little treant. It stretches up its little baby twig arm, and she holds it and walks off further into the forest.
As they walk off, Bailey's gonna... Bailey, that's my dog. What? Blueberry.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Blueberry, wow. Is just gonna just howl as they walk off.
Okay.
It's like a final goodbye.
It's beautiful. A sweet scent, that Brixie often carried on her. Smell of nature and fresh blossoming flowers whiffs by and attaches to everyone's senses for a moment, a fading moment, before they're out of sight.
Leaves from the vine, falling so slow.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
I think I just pulled a muscle in my back.
Oh, no. Careful.
Oh, I think I just ruined something. Sorry.
No problem. All right. Is there anything anyone wants to do out here? Or do you want me to skip forward to the Sterling Sam? Or anything else? Yeah. Okay.
That's fine.
We'll skip forward once again to another day when Sterling Sam arrived.
Is she actually here this
She's
time,
actually
Dan?
here. Yeah, we fast forwarded to the time she's here. All
It
that
wasn't
took
just
place.
a communal hallucination.
Nope. She brought the goods. She had a conversation with Emil. Everyone was called to the kitchen, where she has a bunch of confectionery goods for everybody.
Yes! Aeronwen dives in.
It's good to see y'all. I'm glad that You've all made it. You're all well, it looks like.
So are you?
More or less. It's a bit stressful running all these new networks and working with other people instead of just for myself, but is what it is.
All of us in real life are like, yeah, people. We understand.
Nice. Well, so I brought these goods for you all. Zanbar is filled with quite a few delicious places to eat. I wasn't aware of this before. Oh, but also some news that's good that we have the information, but the information itself isn't very good.
Is it about Emrysina?
No. Why, do you have any information about Emrysina? Takes out her notebook.
Give us your information first, then I'll tell you in a minute.
All right. She tucks her notebook away. We're pretty sure that we know what Raghari's next target is. It seems to be the utmost importance for them. It's, as we mentioned before, it's that Mage's Keep, Mage's Tower across the way and on Vassarel, port city of Zangard. The true purpose or power of that tower remains to be discovered, but Raghari has committed most of their forces in securing it. Thanks to our friend the Baron, they've already managed to quarantine the entire city, preventing anyone from leaving or entering, slowly weakening the city's residents and forces. As far as we can tell, a fleet of ships, Raghari's forces, are currently sailing towards the port city of Zangard, where the tower resides. I was able to dig up a name, and she pulls out her notebook again and flips a few pages. Right, it's apparently this tower is much older than even the city. It's known as the Omega Tower, and I uncovered some buried rumors that say it's may have something to do with the Omega Curtain itself. The Omega Curtain is the name for those barriers between quadrants of the world, of storm and magic and deadly creatures, known as the Omega Curtain.
That's cool, by the way.
Whee! Right, so it seems to be our next target to get there.
To get to a quarantine city? Is everyone sick?
The quarantine is false. There are no sick individuals. It was the Baron's work and influence to make that happen. They don't know that. The townspeople don't know that. Most of the city personnel and administrators and forces there don't know it either. But whatever the purpose of this tower is, it seems to be mighty important for Raghari to shift all their forces to that. Now, I do know how to get there, sort of. But you're probably not going to like it much. Well, let's all take another bite of our goodies here. Just take a minute, eat a few more goodies
Sam.
to sort of... Right. She's going to swig it down with some ale, I'm sure she asked for.
Aeronwen leans over and says to Mort, 2 copper, we have to go through the Underdark. Just like says that under her breath.
So I check on Sterling Sam.
What? An insight check?
Yeah.
Sure. What do you like? What are you looking to
Just to
glean?
see like her body language, just like if she's hiding something
Okay.
really important.
Sure.
Dan, I have a +8 to
Ooh.
insight, right?
Let
Can
us
you
take
look
a
that
peek.
up? Because Fantasy Ground's being butt to me
Oh no.
tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Here's Rain.
During this conversation,
yes,
Blueberry's literally going to be like there on Sterling Sound, just like staring.
Oh, nice.
It's a +8, right?
Yes, it is. Mhm.
Okay.
Mort's going to reach underneath the counter and pull up a bottle of whiskey and a few glasses.
Nice.
Start pouring out drinks.
Oh, Kaylin takes one.
Sterling
Just downs it.
Sam, good to you.
Yeah,
25
25 gonna
insight.
down one.
Oh, 25. Yeah, she seems to be being honest and relaying all the information she knows. She's definitely knows that this probably isn't going to go across super well. So
Okay, after that, after Rain gives Sterling Sam and lowdown, they are gonna walk back to Brixie's gravesite.
Oh, okay. All right, Rain heads off there. Excuse me, Sterling Sam continues after getting that drink from Mort.
Oh, before
Yeah.
they walk out, she's gonna tell Neil where they're at, and then they're gonna walk by themselves
okay.
to the graveside.
Gotcha.
And we don't have to RP this, but they are gonna let Emil know that he can join them if chooses so.
Okay.
And Rain, I'm just gonna walk out to the door by myself.
Okay. All right, you head out there. All right. So Sterling Sam continues. So apparently there was a way to access this Omega Tower, a doorway in each quadrant of the world. Each one accessed a different floor in this tower. There's one right there in Zangard, but that's across the world. The other door is located in Sigil.
The City of Doors.
Aye.
I mean, that makes sense.
It does. It's just it's under a bit of security. There's a place there. She kind of, shrugs at it again, like, ooh. Oops. Let me get my notes back. There we go. And it's a place in the Clerk's Ward. The Clerk's Ward being relatively affluent people live there. So this is sort of hidden in plain sight. It's not the fanciest area of Sigil, but nice. And you wouldn't expect a high security place with a bunch of secret dangerous doors to be there. But it is. It's known as Beleg Presidium. And it's probably going to be a bit difficult to get in there.
We do have a friend there in Sigil.
You do?
Yeah. Did you tell us about her, maybe? Because we had to go through Sigil to get to Hell.
Your guide.
And and our guide, and she was pretty cool.
Right.
She disappeared a lot, though.
The thing about that is, so he's become part of my network, and he's not there in Sigil currently. He's through one of the doors doing some work for me.
Well, that's problematic.
Right. I know the rough location of this, but it's. I have to rely on you. The world could be at stake here, and I just don't know. And I think at that, Galathor would let out a sigh. Well, I know someone there.
Who?
It's someone I owe a favor to, actually, and I've avoided going there for quite a while.
That would sound like the opposite of what we need. We need somebody who owes us a favor there.
Right. I'm sure they would help. I'm just gonna have to repay that favor. They work at one of the outposts there. There are 2 different guard forces in the city that ensure its safety against minor brigands and such. Of course, the Lady of Pain is the one that sees to all the larger things, but one of the forces is, in fact, the Knights of Helm, as Helm is the guardian of doors. They regularly guard Valak Presidium. Oh, I've been dreading this. But I suppose the stakes are high, yes?
Yes.
Yes, well. Very well. I can make it happen. And you can see the extreme reluctance on his face. Whatever this favor is, he's not looking forward to paying it back. To paying what's owed.
Can I insight check him to kind of try to get some sort of idea of what this is and like sort of like what portion of his past this is connected to?
Sure, yeah.
This is not the character we're making insights with. Okay, 16. Is it from his days as a con artist?
It's kind of tough to tell. This feels like something it's not just the cost, whatever is owed. You get the feeling that there is a certain level of not embarrassment, but something about confronting this debt that is probably bothering him even more than the actual debt. Possibly. And with the 16 stuff to tell, I'd say that's your impression. Yes, well. I mean, if we have to wait a little while before we go, that's fine, of course. No need to rush these things.
Yes, there is a need to
I
rush
suppose
these
there
things.
is, yes, right. Well, I'll make myself ready and available when the time comes.
Even over what he's saying, would like to make an insight check
Go for it.
on Galathor. Oh, that's nothing. Okay, you're fine. I think it's like maybe a 7.
Okay. You can get a little bit of the vibe. Like, clearly he's uncomfortable. He seems to be one that's used to paying his debts. So the fact that this is like, ooh, to him, and that when he was with you last time, he never mentioned it and completely avoided that part of the city, probably says something. Yes, well.
Blueberry's gonna get like right up into his face.
Oh.
You will help us get there as soon as you can.
Yeah, for flavor, roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay.
With the intensity of your eyes. I mean, I'm sure he's going to. He's on board with it anyway, but it's fun to...
Be
There's
intimidated by a dog.
There's none more intense than Blueberry.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely.
Yes, of course. Blueberry, yes. We will make it post haste, and I'm positive we'll have a much easier time than trying to sneak into that place.
Good.
better let him know that we're coming.
I think it may be best if we show up as a surprise. Yes.
He's not here.
Okay.
Ward will put down his glass and just pick up the bottle and just sit down with the bottle.
I'll hold my hand out. Can I have some, please?
Pour you a glass. But keep the bottle.
Okay, that's fair.
Nice. I will say it's important to note, do not open any other doors while we're there. That is a very dangerous place with many dangerous doors. Yes, the fact that this is...
We've been there.
Yes. Right.
You were there with us.
Right, so this building in particular
Was he?
houses
Yes,
some of the
he
most...
almost died.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Gallagher. Yeah.
Sorry, Ed. I totally blanked that one out.
This building in particular houses some of the most dangerous. And those that wealthy people pay to keep them under lock and key, of course. But
Oh, goody.
Oh, great.
Because this can't be simple.
I think as long as we don't touch any doors we're not supposed to, we'll be fine. I think explaining the urgency of the matter, too, will help once we're there. Please allow me to do the talking, though. Yes, well, I don't know if Galathor drinks. I don't want to roleplay that on him. If he but if he does, I feel like this would be a moment that he'd take a drink. So we'll ask Ed later.
I forgot to mention. I'm gonna tell Blueberry where I'm at, and if he would like to join, he can. If not, he can stay.
Okay.
It's not like I'm forcing people.
He's not gonna go. He's gonna stay.
Okay.
But at least 2 people know where my whereabouts are.
Nice.
I just needed to tell 2 people.
Awesome.
Because I don't want what happened last week.
Awesome. Sterling Sam, that's right. Good. You see her finishing up some notes in her notepad. Right, well, that's good to know. That's all the news I have. I have to get back to Zambora and take our dear Nala with me.
We're just going to the store. And then what do we do once we get on the other side through the door? Will we be inside of the Mage Tower or outside?
Inside the Mage Tower is my understanding.
And what then?
What are we looking for? I
don't know.
Obviously.
Oh, find out why it's so important and find a way, if it's defensible at all, to protect it against Raikari's forces.
So we're protecting the Mage Tower.
And trying to figure out what it does. There has to be a reason they're after it.
I'm sorry, but if you're just... I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm interrogating you, Sam.
No.
No, I don't mean... If you're asking us to go into a highly dangerous situation, I just like having details.
If I completely understand, Kaylin. I wish I had more to give you. Definitely.
We don't have any contacts inside the Mage Tower.
Has Blueberry told us about? No? Okay.
Nice. Let me think, because I think... so Sterling Sam has actually been in the other campaign. She knows about that, so I feel like she'd, at this point, know about your it's my understanding that you may... gosh, would she know that part? Yeah, I mean, her communication thing's pretty on point, and they haven't been really quiet about it. Okay. There's a particular group of people that you met once before, and where was it? She takes out her notes and flips through again. Wherever the heck that last, I can't remember the name of the place.
With the Sphinx?
Yeah. What the heck was that called? It was outside Woodrun Village.
Whatever it was terrible.
Yes, yes,
Was that
terribly
there?
beautiful.
I don't think it was.
I can't remember what it's called. Right there, maybe looking to do the same.
So they're being sent there as well.
They seem to have found their way there on their own. I had a contact in their party, but they're no longer with the party, so.
Of course.
Right. I wanted to reach out, but the whole city is locked down due to the fake. Yeah. But
I might have a
And
way
they have
to contact them.
oh, good. Good. I'd advise letting them know about the forces headed their way and the falsehood of the quarantine there and the importance of the tower. Their door will put them on a different floor, but I believe that each floor can be accessible to one another once you're inside.
So, just to make sure, since the last time that we met up with this group, things happened. This is about Raikari, correct?
I don't know their purpose there, but for us, it's about Raikari.
Got it.
The only other information that's pertinent that I've learned about the Mage Tower is that whatever power it had or purpose, it was controlled in the top floor. There's some sort of apparatus that controls the functions of the tower. So if there's anywhere I imagine you're looking to go once you make it inside, it'll be the top floor.
Okay.
We're just going to ask. Oh, go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
No, you carry on.
Okay. You said you had a contact in the group, and it's no longer with the group. Why?
There was a powerful woman there, a Davenstar. They went by ran a bit of a mafia family that is no longer with the group. They parted ways. I think she was seeking other powers and influence and such to protect and benefit her family, which I can respect.
Does she still have a relationship with you?
Aye. There's information to be shared. They know if there's anything going on in Vassarel, she and her family will likely know about it.
Should we seek her out?
I don't know that she'd have any further information than what I've already gotten from her, but you're welcome to. I think that if you have means to contact the rest of the party there, I'd pursue that.
Yeah, I do. She'll tell that to Mort.
Okay.
Blueberry's going to walk past Kaylin and say we need to talk and just walk outside.
Kaylin will follow Blueberry. She'll tell Sam, excuse me.
Of course.
Sam, before you leave, I do have information for you. And then I'll tell her what's going on in Iverness.
Awesome. She'll scribble it all down. Thank you. She'll push another pie over to you.
I'm eating while I'm telling her.
Nice. All right. And outside of the room, Kaylin, you approach Blueberry out there.
So I'm gonna sit facing Kaylin, but not looking at her, and my ears are gonna be backing down.
Hey.
I may have some information, well, more information about the tower.
What's going on?
You remember me speaking about my master, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Callie did a scry on her, and we found that she was alive.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And then I asked the roomkeeper when after we helped him, and she's in the Omega Tower.
You
The one that
sure?
Sterling's, yeah. And I think I know why Rakari wants to go there as well.
Why? Is it for her?
I don't think so. I think it's for the tower itself. The tower had magic that tethered the quadrants of the world together, but the magic was broken. And I think Raikari wants to reconnect all the quadrants of the world, so maybe they can somehow expand and rule over everything.
That sounds like Rikari.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. I didn't want you to be mad that I might have a different or another objective while we went there.
Kaylin's going to kneel down to Blueberry and hug him gently, like you would a dog.
Aww.
You never have to be worried about disappointing me. Hey, your master's alive.
Yeah.
Well, I promise that I will do my best to help you find her.
Thank you, Kaylin.
I still don't have any sausages.
Just walk to the kitchen.
But I'll get some.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I think so. I've waited so long to find her and to see her, and I don't know what it'll be like if that happens. It's always just been a dream, and now it's almost within reach.
I'm feeling well.
I want my family back with her, but you're also my family, and I don't want to lose one to get the other.
I know that feels too. No matter what happens in the tower, Blueberry, you'll always be a part of this family.
Family's all I've ever wanted. And I'll just like scooch in more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got it. Okay.
And while I'm scooching in, I will sniff to see if she's been lying about the sausages.
You will find out that she's not lying about the sausages. She's out of sausages. You might find like a couple of like very stale biscuit crumbs in there, but
Yeah, I'll just stick my snout in and just be like.
oh, okay.
It's amazing.
I'm an emotional eater.
Well, let's go and get you something.
Okay. And my ears come back up and I trot along.
Okay.
Okay. Rain, what's cooking out in the outside there with the Brixie spot? What you up to?
I wanted to do this earlier, but I was pulled away by my sister. I'm gonna sit and just look at the grave, like the whatever, and see if I see any surrounding spirits.
Oh, okay.
I am determined to make this happen.
Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage. I'll just do a straight up perception.
Okay. Oh, what is perception? What's the modifier for my
Let's
perception,
take a
Dan?
peek. Alright.
Is it a +8? I hope so.
Perception is a +3.
+3. Okay. Oh wait, I'm not proficient. I'm only proficiency in insight. Ooh, I'll take that 17 up or at 2. Straight 20. It's a dirty 20.
Okay. You see 2 spirits here walking about 45, 50 feet apart from one another. There are 2 dwarven gentlemen, both very battle-worn. One has a scar and an eye patch and the whole 9 yards. The other one has a number of scars on his face. And they walk with fairly broken bodies, arms out of place, one leg dragging. Probably some people that tried to trespass in this land, and the tree ants probably took care of them. But I think, the tree and other things where Brixie's, any remnants of Brixie's spirit might remain are a little too far away.
I'm gonna sit there until I see any more.
Neat. Every so often you see the corpse of another person that clearly was very badly beaten to death, where the treants and other nature life here on this property protected itself.
I'm gonna stay there until it's like nightfall.
Okay. All right. Back inside then, Sterling Sam, gets Nala and will turn to Emil.
So, yeah, Sam, if you happen to hear anything, like if the king suddenly has a lot of free time,
right?
Could you tell me?
I can't.
I mean, don't like go diving into that, because apparently that was a very bad idea.
Don't know what the civil unrest is about, but I do know the king goes regularly to. They have some sort of forces.
I told her everything I saw.
Oh, okay. Did M tell you about the forces they're fighting?
No, just like it's everything that I was told.
Okay.
Like in this session, she told her just like this is what was going on. They're chasing after me. They're going to use me against him. Em was going to fight against her brother, but she was going to try to talk to him. No, it's just like a million miles an hour.
Nice.
As
she's
usual.
just adding a little information that she happens to have. She's go, right. As far as seeing the king, they're apparently not at war, but there's some battle that rages it's been going on for at least a couple of decades with some other force out there. They're really hush about it. I don't really have many details, but the king takes a large force out there to.
That's right. They did that when we first got there.
That seems to be what it's about. And so the king will be gone a week or two at a time. But hopefully when things calm down there especially if you have such a great inn as Emrysina, then you get some more answers.
Yeah, I hope everything goes okay.
Emil, are you feeling ready? I'd like to take you with us. Winifred says that she's ready for you if you have the time. It sounds like there's a trip she wants to take you on to learn a few things. Oh, sorry. If you're talking, you might be muted. That's for Emil. Sorry. Oh no. Maybe you can't hear me. Would someone mind typing it? I'm so sorry.
Maybe he's not thinking.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Let's see. Otherwise, Galathor is still in the kitchen, looking very reluctant about this whole thing.
I think by this time, Dan, Rain is just gonna give up and just kind of make a little camping, like just fall asleep
Okay.
at the gravesite.
Every so often you hear the rustling of trees, and there's other, forest creatures out there that are keeping an eye on you, keeping you safe.
I'm imagining going like this. Just giving up and then just curling up and just rustling some leaves to make a little pillow.
Neat. I'll just check back in with Emil.
Oh, he said muted stream when started talking.
Oh, okay. Are you back around, Emil? Oh, okay, sorry. So Sterling Sam is collecting Nala and just asking you, saying that Winifred has a trip planned for you, some stuff she wants to show you and have you learn. And are you willing to come back with us to Zambora?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's time.
Right. Let's make this happen. She'll get Nala and collect you.
Emil.
Does anyone want to say anything to Emil before he leaves for bed? He's got...
Gonna miss you.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I want the gem back.
Wow. That's awesome. That's Rain sleep talking.
The mom face call.
Oh God.
Um,
Tonight is not the night. Anyway, I want my gem back.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna hand/pull Warren a flask of holy water and be like, I don't know if you need this or will need it. Safe travels.
Thank you, Blueberry. I would say you're a good dog, but honestly, you're just a good friend.
Aww.
And a good dog.
So cute.
And a good person.
You're a great friend.
Group
And
hug!
Yeah.
Group hug, everybody.
Vanya slowly backs away.
I grab Vanya and pull her in.
Awesome. Galthor just sort of gives you an acknowledging, pat on the shoulder or a head nod or whatever.
And I grab Galithor and I pull him in.
Oh, no, nice. Felix is going to have food prepared for all three of you as you're leaving, but he's going to take a minute and just kind of go over the course that he made for you, especially that, the things he knows you like. He's still really worn. You can see that a lot of things that have happened to him. You really got him worn out. I hope stay safe, friend. It's stay safe.
That's the plan.
Pass
Same with all of you.
Come back.
All right, and Emil heads out through the front door and out into the woods, out of sight with Nala and Sterling Sam. Rain falls asleep carefully out in the woods.
Do I hear any footsteps?
Not the way they're going. Where they were was sort of off to the side.
Dang.
Everyone else has, the rest of the week. Did anyone else have any other downtime stuff they wanted to do? Or did we cover it all? Studying, yes,
Aaron?
that'll get you your stuff. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was going to give
Aaronwen's-
Kaylin...
Go ahead.
No, carry on.
Aeronwen is gonna also try to do some history studying, possibly bug Caitlin to use her library if possible,
Sure.
and do her best to try to find out more about why Galithor doesn't want to go to Sigil.
Okay.
So she's gonna try to work him.
Yeah, okay.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry, I realized how bad that was the second I said it.
Nice. And Blue.
I think around midnight or so, Rain will wake up and head back to the keep
Mhm.
and find Kaylin. And we don't have to roleplay this. Well, we may have to roleplay this out, but I'm gonna see if we can transfer the dragon, the tattoo, if we have time then. But if we don't, that's cool.
All right. I will not role play that just yet, but I will have you do rolls, and we'll plug it in at the top of next episode. And Blueberry, you had a.
Oh, when Kaylin goes into the library, I'm gonna scooch in afterwards and just like place that book that I was gonna give her in the library. And I don't know if it stays there afterwards. I have no idea. And just do that.
Nice.
Mort will let Kaylin know that he wants to use. Everybody wants to use the library.
It's fine. We can all go in there together.
All at once.
Yeah, there's quite a few people now, right? Yeah, that can
Book
go in
dragon.
Awesome. So you all spent some time there in Mordenkainen's latitudinous library, doing, replacing books and doing some other stuff. Kaylin, you do see a book, plugged in there somewhere that looks a little waterlogged. And I think it was safe in the water, but we'll just add a little flavor and say it was a little waterlogged.
Okay.
Despite it's tough to read the title on the outside, but as soon as you open it, you see that the book is pristine on the inside. Whatever this cover is actually a fake cover. It's not the actual cover for this book. Its contents are entirely different than whatever it had previously said on the title. And I will get you some more info on that.
Okay.
As well as I'll say that the dragon tattoo does transfer this time too, just so you both know. We can do a little off. So it crawls off of your arm, Kaylin, and flows like the dragon that it is, and curls around your arm, Rain, and up and across your back, like all across your
a 10-year-old
shoulders.
having a tattoo.
Yep, they're sleeves. It's all the way down your arms and all the way down over your shoulders and down your back, and then just over the front of the shoulders here, wraps around your, completing under the neck. And otherwise, everyone gets some tenuous rest until it's time to get over to that keep where the spell to use at the mage circle to approach Sigil, the city of doors. And as you all stand outside on a very cold, rainy day in late December, now around the mage circle, the spell is cast and the portal opens up, and through it you can see the familiar city of doors on the other side. You glance back and forth at one another and approach the portal. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Crap. Here we go again.
Awesome. So one more session next Friday before our crossover on the 28th. Which will...
And is it okay if I send you what she would, sending stone something to Aga?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'll get that over to him on our Tuesday night campaign. Fun. Let's see. So I know we're running a little bit late, so I'll wrap things up quickly here. Thank you, players. Another amazing night of role play. Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It's my pleasure. Oh, it's so fantastic. I love the Brixie stuff. It was beautiful.
Which I had a miss for the. I'm kind of upset with my sister.
Oh no.
It's okay. You can watch it again.
Yeah. In fact, you can catch it on our YouTube channel. We upload all of our shows to there. So
Great segue.
Go ahead and check them out.
Great watching while everyone's in quarantine.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Join us in Discord and have some more fun.
Also,
watch from the beginning.
I think we have the Trevor Project, and I think Horsey Toad had one other suggestion. So Horsey Toad, if you're still in chat, please tweet me your idea.
Yes, I'm actually going to bump that to next week, because we don't have a lot of time tonight.
Yeah, you're good.
But we'll do that, and then we'll get it donated next week.
I'm just reminding people to tweet ideas. I think it's either going to be Trevor Project or another. So please tweet me your ideas. This is my socials, guys.
For charities, for us to, we did a thing. Mariah did a nice donation thing a couple months ago, and we're going to match it. Mad Bird will match it. All
I
right.
need to talk to you, Dan, about that.
Okay, neat. Kim, if you have that announcement, if you're doing it in chat, go ahead and post it in chat, unless you meant me directly. But if you want to do that in chat while I'm wrapping up here, that'd be great. Thank you, viewers, as well, as always. So great to have you here and see your reactions to things and interactions as we play. For anyone new, you've been watching Stormfall, our good aligned campaign, lots of drama, as more spotted, referenced, and goodness, episode 111. You can catch us every Friday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Next week, Saturday next week at noon, so not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, is our crossover, March 28th at noon, between Kier's Lament, which I'll get to in a minute, in this group.
Eastern time.
Eastern time, thank you, yes. Very important. And thereafter, starting that night, a new campaign run by Kim, D20 TV, Court of Thorns, begins every Saturday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Every Sunday night, Victoria DMs our wonderful Obsidian Scar campaign, which is exploratory and a proper naughty campaign. Every Monday night, our own Steph here DMs The Forsaken. A lot of political intrigue and floating cities, and players me as well, that we pick up all the quests and complete like 1% of them.
Yep, got it.
And then every Tuesday night we have our All Evil campaign, Kier's Lament, every Tuesday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And then coming up right after the crossover on the 28th, the 1st of April, we are very first of every week, Wednesday night, Madbird Squawks, where we talk. It's a talk show for us. We have a few different guests across campaigns, and as Victoria cleverly named it, D&D Therapy, to talk out all the things that went on across campaigns in the week. And that wraps us up. Let's see, Kim, on Saturday, April 11th, Fantasy Grounds College will be joining me or we'll be joining her on her stream to help teach the Madbird fam some basics for ease of use with Fantasy Grounds. Love it. Please stop by and ask all the questions as they are taking some time out of their weekend to help us out. And Sunday, April 12th, she'll be hosting a one-shot to raise funds for all the Wounded Warriors family support, which is a charity close to her heart, that she does twice a year. So if you're interested in the upcoming very emotional session, hit her up. So hit her up. Check out in our Discord in here, or her socials. Let's see. I think I put it under Kim. Hit her up at one of those, or whatever you prefer, Kim, please, if there's a different way. Okay, cool. Catch her. We'll make it happen. I hope you all have a super fantastic night. Hang in there. Keep doing all you're doing, and we'll get through all the craziness going on together. So, catch you all soon. Take care. Have a great night.
Bye.